There's nothing, is there? We all got no purposes or meanings to our life. You know, you can't even afford an house nowadays, can you? The government's allowed the prices of houses and everything to escalate and go out of control. What have we got, you know, there's no future really for us, is there? No matter education's supposed to be the key to a better future, but you can't get enough money to do anything, can you?
Sorry is the fool who trades his soul for a Corvette. Thinks he'll get the girl, he'll only get the mechanic. What's missing? He's living a day he'll soon forget.
Okay, well, they actually did agree to pay us a similar pay scale to school teachers last year. We got a national agreement on it, but a large number of colleges, including the one at Kidderminster, has failed to actually implement the national agreement.
It was time to open some doors.
Doors opening.
The general gist of it seems to be that sixth form lecturers in sixth form colleges get paid considerably more than lecturers in further education, which I do find a bit bizarre because at the end of the day we're teaching the same sort of thing. But legally I'm not allowed to strike because I'll break my contract of work. I'm sure it'll make the newspapers in some way, shape or form, whether it be local or national.
The union I belong to is called PAT. So other professions like doctors, they don't go on strike, but they certainly get the salaries that they demand. And I think in some ways we undermine the professionalism of our profession because we are willing to take what amounts to industrial action, which would be normal perhaps for workers on a shop floor level. However, what I must point out is
we don't really get a lot. I mean, because we're on performing arts, I mean, I've complained about the theatre loads of times. There are other colleges who've got big posh theatres and everything, and we haven't really got much.
yeah.
And you know, we just want better.
I don't know, I mean everybody's got a bug up their ass about what they get paid in no matter what they do. Are you suggesting that if we were slightly more mature in our responses to government initiatives? Personally, no, but I've never really had that many expectations in life as to things I want. I don't have a mortgage, I don't have a family, I don't have some of the responsibilities that other people have here. So personally, as a single man living on my own, no, I'm quite happy with what I get. However, if you're asking me whether or not I could do with some more, for sure everybody could. I don't know whether I'd put it in those terms. Will it actually do any good? It's hard to tell. Does striking ever do any good, realistically? Sometimes perhaps at a national level. I know very little about this strike on Thursday.
The truth is beautiful, but it dies the instant it's born. A lie lasts forever. Every time I looked for answers, I just got more questions. Thousands of them, unanswered, running through my mind. What brings a man to strike? Does he not know his actions have consequences? An old man weeps, and the young man strips his shins. The barley in the meadow is reaped. The apples in the orchard are picked before they can hit the ground. Maybe this action was premature. Maybe the clouds hadn't parted long enough.
And Jesus once said, when the salt loses its savour, you know, you're in big trouble. It's just sin. It's inherent in us. We're born, you know, as soon as a baby's born, he wants to rebel. It's a disease. It's like AIDS, you know. People are trying to find a cure for these problems, but it's got no cure.
Okay. Can we do it?
Kidderminster ill feeling, so we're lobbying them and the local MP, the principal, to actually deliver the pay deal that has been promised nationally. The eroding effect. Some senior managers got the same 3% as us, but the senior team get an independent pay review every year, and one of the issues that concerns lecturers is that the senior managers are getting significantly higher pay rises each year, sometimes into double figures, whereas lecturers are just getting merely inflation.
You can cut out what you don't need. So are we running? No red light? Yes, since I've been at the college, the amount of preparation I have for lessons and course management has changed. In the past, for every hour of teaching, I had an hour of preparation, an hour of course management, dealing with students. Now, for every hour of teaching, I only have half an hour. And I think the students suffer. So that's sort of one quote. What else did we say? Could stop rolling for a bit.
I didn't actually know that. That's made me very angry. If it's only half the average, then does that mean that the students are only being taught half as what other students from other colleges are?
Okay. What do you ask?
Yeah, do you just want to, do you know anything about the background of the strike today?
From what I can gather, something to do with protesting over a pay rise. But that's all I really know about the situation. No, not really, because it doesn't really affect me. I'm not in a union myself. And good luck to the guys. No, I saw a couple of them this morning when I came in on the picket line. And I had a brief chat with one of them. Like I said earlier, from what I can gather, they just seem unhappy about the pay they're getting, and they're trying to get a pay rise. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's a legitimate way in a democratic country of standing up for your rights, and I think that can only be a good thing.
I grow tired of small talk. If I want answers, I have to go to the top.
That's a good question, because I joined here in 1998, 99 as assistant principal. I've been principal for It's all very well agreeing a 2-year agreement, but colleges are funded year to year. And many colleges, including ourselves, were concerned that the agreement hadn't got the full backing of all the colleges. And